Welcome to the channel. I am Commander Tyrael, and this is Blagorodnyy, a modernized anti-submarine warfare version of the Russian Spokoinyy-Class destroyer, also known as the Kotlin-class. 27 of these Cold War era ships were built for the Soviet Navy between 1955 and 1958, and they were all decommissioned in the late 1980s. This design was a smaller version of the Project 41 Cmdr-class destroyer, which was seen as being too large, too slow, and too expensive for economic series production. A production run of 100 Spokoinys was planned, but this was curtailed due to the advent of the guided missile. Of the 32 ordered, 4 ships were completed as the Kotlin-class Project 56E. The last vessel was cancelled. To ensure Spokoinyy was more economical than the preceding class, the length was reduced and the deck was redesigned in order to fit the same firepower as the Project 41. The 45mm anti-air turrets were moved to purpose-built platforms. 2 were placed either side of the mast, 1 was placed in front of the bridge, and another one was placed on a platform in front of the aft main turret. The fire control radars were moved, 1 on top of the bridge and 1 behind the main mast. The ships were made of steel with only small elements of alloy. The hull was divided into 16 transverse watertight compartments. To increase survivability, the ships were designed crossover, with 2 boilers and 1 turbine in 2 joint compartments. The widely spaced tilted stacks, high sheer bow, and strongly inclined straight stem gave the ships an elegant look. The base model Project 56 didn't have much in the way of deterrence against submarines. 11 ships were then designated Project 56 PLO or Kotlin mod. A pair of RBU 2500 depth charge launchers were fitted at the front, and a pair of RBU 36U were fitted to the stern. In 1962, the Soviet Navy installed the navalized version of the S-125 Neva to a Kotlin-class destroyer for testing. The system used the 4K-90 missile that could engage targets at distances from 4 to 15 kilometers and altitudes of 1 to 10,000 meters. Fire control and guidance was provided by the 4R-90 Yatagan radar. The missiles were loaded on a dual-arm ZIF 101 launcher with an underdeck magazine storage for 16 more. The system could only track 1 target at a time, however, and this was a limitation. The Soviet Navy would eventually retrofit 7 Kotlin-class ships to carry SAMs, and these ships were known to NATO as the Kotlin SAM class or Project 56A. 1 was modified and sold to Poland, and this was the only Project 56 destroyer that was ever exported. Would you like to know more? Keep watching and hit that like button, and we'll get into the Warthunder details. Both ships have a displacement of around 3,200 tons at full load, a length of 126 meters, a beam of 12.7 meters, and a draft of 4.7 meters. Propulsion was provided by 4 steam turbine engines, driving 2 shafts rated to 72,000 horsepower. This gave the ships an amazing top speed of 72 kilometers per hour, or 39 knots. The ships have a range of 3,880 nautical miles at 14 knots and were armed with 4 130mm SM2-1 guns, 16 45mm ZIF guns, 10 533mm torpedoes, or 5 on the Blagorodnyy, and aside from the 45mm quad mount autocannons on board, the Blagorodnyy also sports 2 twin mount 2M3 25mm autocannons. As mentioned before, the Blagorodnyy PLO version has the rocket-assisted submarine hunting barrage machine. The RBU 2500 launches rocket-assisted mortars much faster than the RBU 6000, however the range is significantly shorter and it's only really useful out to 2 kilometers. So the ships in a nutshell, they have 2 fast turrets with 2 130mm guns, absolutely great firing angles. They have fully 360-degree rotation, high elevation, which is much higher than the Americans' elevation, a bunch of quad 45mm guns for close-range defense, and decent torpedoes, depending on which version of the ship you're using. They have Cold War era fire directors that calculate a solution in 6 seconds and refresh every 3. Fast Fire Director updates mean greater accuracy when maneuvering or when firing at maneuvering targets. The Soviet destroyers tend to have less raw firepower than American destroyers and a slightly slower rate of fire, but the shell velocity is faster at 950 meters per second, and this allows you to score solid first hits when coupled with the fast rangefinder, often while the enemy is still attempting to range you in. The Soviets have a bigger high explosive shell and a bigger first stage ammo magazine. Blagorodnyy and Spokoinyy are both amazing ships with fantastic anti-air capabilities and the ability to fight nearly every target at their battle rating. They can fight light cruisers quite easily as long as you have the first strike. The Blagorodnyy quickly, in one day, became one of my top 10 performing vehicles. I scored 167 kills to 18 deaths in one day. That balance of 1.4 million silver lions was all earned yesterday in Blagorodnyy, and also keep in mind that when you get a test drive for a vehicle, I don't get the silver lion bonus, so I made that without silver lion bonuses. You can see where I'm going with this. When you have the actual owned version of this ship and you put a booster on it, you can get insane silver lion modifiers, upwards of 4,000%. Also, the battle rating and the armament make it extremely easy to just one-tap people before they even get a chance to reply. I rarely get hate mail in-game, but yesterday I ruined a few people's days. And so today I'm going to show you a little montage of all of my favorite kills out of that 167. Enjoy! This ship is twice as expensive as a Moffet, I think. Maybe 3 times as expensive, and I would argue it is 3 times better. I love fast destroyers. I really enjoyed the German Z-25 with the big guns, and this reminds me of that. You can get there really quickly, and you just start picking off people. Obviously, I'm using the term people loosely here, as we see a giant traffic jam up against the island there. But this just helps our grind through this tedious event. Pop, pop, pop goes the Moffet. Try and get this Leipzig in here in the smoke, trying to hide from me. Sorry, that was a Nurnberg. Antimech paid off, and we just earned ourselves a cool 100,000. It's basically the easiest order to do in Naval. Excellent. Oh, we got a torpedo kill as well. Any second, you just got to keep picking away at their compartments. I've noticed that the new bot programs are also very fixated. So they start shooting at someone and they don't forget. So don't be the person that they shoot at, is my advice. This gearing here, or this Frank Knox, splat him through the cockpit. Get it? Alright. Looks like we're going to hit this new cruiser, light cruiser, with some RBUs. The RBUs are a lot harder to use than the 6000 variant. They fire a lot faster, these RBUs. I like them. Close range, you just spray them all along the deck. Oh, look at that. Damage galore. I think we've got about 15,000 damage now. Let's finish him off. One more shot through the compartments. I'm going to be a sneaky breaky, and we're going to head through this little shoal here, making sure not to hit anything on the way through. Someone already captured the A point, and in my experience, destroyers like to just beeline it to A. So we're going to see if we can try and sneak up on someone and give them something in their kulaka. Coast is clear at present. Ship has cleared the pier there. And I told you, if we're just quiet and we don't do anything silly, we can sneak up on these guys and say hello. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Straight through. We'll try it again. Front magazine, we've overpenned. We'll go for the rear magazine. Oh, yes. Another one. 2 for 2. And they didn't even know I was there. Within 1 kilometer, it's very hard to miss with the RBUs, so let unleash them. Yes. Oh, man. Uh-oh, he's looking at me. It's over. When in doubt, spawn south. There's never as many bots on this side of the map as there is on the northern side. Oh, we've got our first target. Turning away so we can keep cover between us and him. Rangefinder solution is already up. Leading in front of the target. It does look like he's turning as well. So the chances are high this is a player ship, as the bot ships tend to head out to sea. Aiming in front of the lead section because he is probably turning harder. Appears to be slowing down. It is a battle class, so we'll aim in front of the lead point. Try and hit that front magazine there. Keeping it. Yes, we got him. Good job. First strike. Oh, our Navy. Oh, he's a friend, I think. I've committed treason. Quick kill on you, Greg there. Sorry, mate. Re-engage this guy out the back. Oh, that's a bit mean. Sorry, my friend. Didn't mean to. Break the truce. Basically picked off the last remaining team, and my friend from iNavy here has decided to take the capture point. So now the truce is off. He's in a battle class again, so we're just going to have to slap him in the lower front magazine there. He's got more time to react. This time he's taken out our front turrets, and I'm about to hit the shoal there. He's about to hit my rear turrets. Oh, he's clapped me good, and I got fortunate and hit his magazine again. Decap this point in time. Oh, here he comes. He got his revenge. And I got my Terror of the Sea. And I also got Survivor. I'm not sure if there is a first strike wager, but this would definitely be the ship to do it in. This is the 5th game in a row now I've had good solution and first strike. Send out some more. Try and get another one. If you know what you're doing, the 3-second update time really lets you read what the enemy's doing despite not being able to see them. For an experienced player, that is invaluable, and you'll make a lot of money. See? Jesus Christ. A lot of people have been saying that the new aimbotting is really hard, but man, just keep adjusting your course, keep slowing down and speeding up, and you can defeat them as long as you've got enough range. These Krasnys are like food for the 130mm guns. Oh, see? Jesus. Not supposed to be that easy, but yeah, it's fairly easy. I gotta tell you, I've got a sixth sense about this game, and I know when someone's a player, and this guy is a player. And I've got bad network connection, which is typical of this day of the week. But we're gonna get him. He's too accurate. Yes, we got him. Oh, see, he's friends of Captain Tug Bobo. I know that guy. He's a really cool streamer. You should check him out on Twitch if you can. This is just one of his squadron members, though, unfortunately. Bugger, that would have been cool to run into him. Say hello to my shells, mate. Well, he's come back for seconds, and I'm going to feed him. Keep that adjustment. He's a little bit better in the aim than the standard player. He's trying to get him flanked over this side as well. And there we go. We've popped him in the rear, I think. That was a harder fight. He did get me pretty good that time. A whole 9%. Not to be too cocky though. This ship can explode just like a Moffet if you hit it in the rear. It's just a little bit harder to hit. And so, Mr. Friends of Captain Tuggabobo managed to get me. He managed to get me, but I wasn't recording this because I've just got it on clip feature at the moment. But we finished him too now. Haha, we got 3 for 3. GG, mister. I enjoy fighting real people with skill. And please say hello to Captain Tugbobo for me. Funniest thing happened. It turned out that was Tugbobo. And we had an unknowing duel. So after using this shell for a few hours now, I can safely say that you need to have something to really pass through. If the ship is broadside to you, it tends to just overpen. Ooh. Oh, hello, Sneaky. Was that an Omaha class? Sticking his nose through there, trying to fight my British friend off to the port side. It's a little bit far away to throw RBUs. If they were RBU 6000s, I could just launch them through there. But let's turn in a bit and see if we can get him with a spread of torpedoes through that little hidey hole. 1, 2, 3, fish away. I think that last torpedo might not make it past. Yeah, we've had a detonation, but we still got 2 going through the tunnel. Come on, boys. Just waiting for them to disappear. Please hit. Please hit. Yes! Sneaky, sneaky. Alright. We're rocking. Is that a mother truckin' Miyoko? It is. Oh, all those steam stacks. 10 big guns. We are in trouble. Well, 10 and 1's pretty good for me, I reckon. All around the Mulberry Bush, the Krasny chases mulberries. Or something along the lines of that song. Pop goes the Krasny. As you can tell, I'm not a very good nursery rhyme teller. So I've taken my time to get through the whole map, take over all the capture points, activate a Be the Best award, and let's see if we can make it. We have 1 minute to be the best. So 1 Moffet down, try and get a second Moffet. We've got a zone capture, so we've got to kill a zone capture. Can we get a second kill? We've got a second kill now. Alright, we're in the running to be the best. Gonna hit this other Moffet in the rear, try and get a triple kill before that award ticket goes away. Come on, hit him in the front. Yeah, we go. Got a triple kill. We've got 1,284 points of Be the Best. We need to do a significant amount of damage to this Krasny. Go, go, go. We can do it. Be the best. This guy doesn't know how much he's inspired me to be the best right now. I just need a little bit of inspiration and I will attempt it. And I'm not going to let you get 15,000 silver lions when I can take them from you. Come on. We have 8 seconds to go. I just need to keep hitting crew compartments. Hit a turret. 1404, 1407. We've taken the lead in the last second. 1419. Commander Tyrael is indeed the best. Oh, that's funny. Just have a stretch. Finish this guy off, and I might get a drink now because I'm super sweaty after all that. This is the Z22, I believe. It's I don't see very many of these. It's a shame because when you see them, you know that they're a player. Anything that stands out from the normal meta is always a player. Z47, I should say. There's a lot of Zs in the German Naval Dictionary. Hello, Mr. Get you through the bow and kill you. Not quite. We're on fire and fixing, so we'll turn off the repair crew and we'll slap him in the sides and say, see you later. We've got another Krasny. Being a painful, he actually has targeted us. That's not a Krasny, that's a Nurnberg. Okay. That will hurt us with his 6-inch guns, if he can actually land them. So we'll feed him ripple fire into the rear magazine. Now that the weakness has been identified, we have placed a shot exactly where it needs to go. These guns heavily remind me of the German 15cm destroyer guns and the upped gun destroyers. They've just got that one tap, one slap ability. See? Like right through the rear of a Fletcher. And he didn't even know I was there. That's going to make people angry, and it already has today. I've already experienced it. And what have we got here? An Admiral Hipper.
Stealth mode activated.
Stealth mode worked. Let's get these torpedoes out in the water. He's not even looking at us. He has decals on his ship. That tells me he's human. And so he's going to get RBU'd. Try not to kill the elephant on his stack there. Oh, poor snowman. Incinerated by hundreds and hundreds of kilos of TNT. Whew. Doing that in a large warship is super fun. And I also like doing that in the Admiral Hipper to battleships, so the Circle of Warthunder. I can't believe this guy let me deja vu his second Admiral Hipper, or that could be the Prince Eugen with a camouflage, but he hasn't seen my torpedoes spread and we're at the same capture point. Ah, yes, it's so good hitting a big cruiser with lots and lots of torpedoes that he's never going to dodge. And yet, my Project 56 can just slide through the center of his reply torpedoes. GG! Do yourself a favor and don't engage a Spokoinyy or a Blagorodnyy at close range because you're very weak to the shells. There's like 130 millimeters of penetration against a flat plate. A double kill! Double kill! Oh. Dopamine overload. Sir has come back with a vengeance in a second cruiser, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, mate. Don't turn side on to me when I've got these big ass guns. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, that means you're really interested in my stuff. Maybe you should consider joining as a member. You can see that at the top of my channel page. Until next time, Commander Tyrael, out.